Good morning, it's day 3 of Mediator 2020 Top Tips for Separated Parents. My name is Louise, I am a Family Mediation Council accredited mediator. I'm registered with the College of Mediators. So today I'd like to concentrate on those parents who already have child arrangements orders in place. Those parents are expected to have their hearings or return to court after their hearings. And those that are trying to manage contact, particularly when they don't live in the same area. I've had some requests on the last couple of days to deal with this, and I feel that we need to cover it because it's very important, particularly now as the weekend is coming, and usually contact does take place with most cases at the weekends. So firstly, I would like to comment on Sir Andrew McFarlane, who is the President of the Family Court. His guidelines set out that go against the mandatory stay-at-home rule. Forgive me because I'm going to be referring to some notes so I get it right. So the stay-at-home rule does not apply to separated parents where those parents do not live in the same home as the child. Any child under the age of 18 must or still be available to the other parent if it's safe to do so. The best way to deal with these difficulties is to communicate, and as I've said on the previous 2 sessions and will keep repeating, you need to communicate as separated parents. This needs to be blame-free, and any request must be just that, a request. Don't demand, because you know that it's going to cause problems. The end game here is, or the role is to provide a safe co-parenting relationship, and so your children can feel safe and that they can go between both parents if they're allowed to. So, in terms of the child arrangements order that you already have in place, a lot of my clients are worried that they change this order. So Andrew's guidance is absolutely where any parents who have parental responsibility who are named on the child arrangements order, and that could be parents, carers, then sensible and practical arrangements can be agreed between those people to arrange safe contact for the child. In terms of your child arrangement hearings coming up, I today have emailed, I cover Milton Keynes Family Court and Northamptonshire Courts. I've emailed them today to find out if I can have any more specific arrangements on what's happening with particular cases that are coming up in the next couple of months, particularly ones I'm involved with. So I'm waiting for that, and I'll put that answer or those requests on my website, and follow me on Instagram at Mediator2020. You can contact me at www.integrum.org.uk. Sorry, I gave the wrong email address yesterday. Or email me at mediationforfamilies, all one word, at gmail.com, or PM me at Mediator2020 on Instagram. I will try and keep giving you updates. If you want to email me, I'll have more available information to just send you directly. So the child arrangements orders and the courts hearings that are going ahead. So the guidance from the judiciary at the moment is that most hearings will be moved to remote hearings, which means they can be held by video link. In particular to your circumstances, you would need to check with your court whether or not you are one of those hearings that will go ahead. If you haven't heard already, as I say, I'll get a blanket generalisation when I get a response from the courts myself. But if you contact them, you could find out the email specifically to that court. In the subject heading, you must put your case number, the names, and the date of the hearing. It's very important, otherwise, especially if it's a date coming up soon, because it may not be looked at for some time. So you need to put that in the header and just request ask them to respond on what you're asking. Okay, so contact when parents live some miles away, and I have clients that live actually different counties away. Of course you want to see your child, and your child will be wanting to see you. So again, this is a bit more tricky because you've got to travel. Please do not expect the primary parent or carer to deliver the child to you. This would be unreasonable. Contact should be arranged, yes, but if you feel that it has to be face-to-face, then I would suggest that you try and arrange to go to visit an area safe where there's no one else around, where you can have some time with that child, just you and them, if you are symptom free. So part of my arrangements with my clients at the moment, I'm getting them to agree that before any contact takes place, that they text the family or let them know, A, that you don't have any symptoms, you don't have a temperature, and that no one that you've been with has any symptoms. And also the people in that household that you're visiting where the child lives also doesn't have any symptoms. You know, it's very clear. Make sensible arrangements, and do not use it as an alternative that if they don't comply with you, the other parent, you're going to take them to court. That's not happening. Please be sensible in this and think about the child. Where possible, try and FaceTime until we can get this sorted and we can go out a bit more. But if you have to have face-to-face contact, can you please make it safe? And then obviously let the person, if you're being asked where you're going, police particularly, I'm going to see my child, and I'm going to be doing it sensibly. But please do not put anybody or yourselves at risk. Again, follow me at Mediator 2020 and I might be able to help you more specifically with this. www.integrum.org.uk. You can leave a contact form, an inquiry form, or email me at mediationforfamilies, or one word, @gmail.com. Okay, so this is just a recap on the court hearings. Contact the court directly. In the subject header, put your case number. The date of the hearing is really important, and obviously the names, and then ask them, you know, the information that you're requesting. With contact, it needs to be safe, and you are able to arrange or work within the framework of the family child arrangements order that you've got, but please make sensible, practical arrangements. Communicate, really key. Please communicate your worries to the other parent. If one parent is saying to you, I'm really concerned, don't deflect that, don't minimise that. It will be a real worry. People are dying, as we know, so we really have to be careful. But we also need to be careful about the emotional stability of us all and of our children. They also need that contact as well, if it's safe. The other thing I want to talk about briefly is child contact centres. A lot of you will be under child contact centre rules. You'll be visiting there. Now, again, I will put on my Insta at Mediator 2020 the link to the National Association of Child Contact Centres. They've got a program. They've got a message on their website saying that most of the child contact centres should be operating, but not all. But if you look at that webpage or contact their number, you should be able to have information about whether your particular contact centre is open. And again, if you have got any way that you can contact the other parent and you're allowed to, and the contact centre is closed, FaceTime if possible, as long as it's not putting anyone in danger. Again, contact me at Mediator 2020 to find out. This is a particularly difficult and unprecedented time, but we need to be sensible and practical, and there are ways. We're very creative as humans. We're all coming together. It's amazing the support that countrywide that people are supporting everybody. Let's try and work together. Can I also ask you tonight at 8 o'clock to stand out on your doorsteps and clap with the country for support for the NHS staff who are putting their lives at risk and really helping us. Thank you for today. I hope that you can get through another day. I'll be back tomorrow. But again, as I say, contact me at Mediator 2020. Email me, mediationforfamilies@gmail.com. Visit our website, www.integrum.org.uk. I've also got some benefits advice. If you want to go to www.turntous, that's a number 2.org.uk, there'll be updated benefits advice to help you. And again, I'll put this on my website and on my Insta. Thank you very much and have a good day.